2007 GasGas EC300. Got a leaking countershaft seal here. And it's lubing my chain, so it's great, but it's also dripping on my trailer floor, my garage floor, and leaving kind of a mess everywhere. And so I got this seal kit, and it's got a bunch of different parts in it, and a couple O-rings, a seal, a new circlip, and even a new this little spacer thing, whatever it's called, bushing. Okay, cool. I don't know if that's coming out in the camera or not, but we're going to replace all those. So, cover off real quick. Clean that stuff up later. Now we might be able to get this off without taking the chain off. My chain's a little loose, so maybe so. I bought this tool, pretty robust tips here, instead of the cheaper ones I've always bought in the past. And it comes with several different tips that are angled, and some other straight ones that are thinner. I don't know if those will come out, hopefully those come out in the camera. And it has a little holder even here for them. The coolest part about this though is, like right now when you squeeze it, they open. And it's reversible. And you just flip this lever, and now when you squeeze it, it closes. So it's pretty crazy. Crazy technology. I don't understand how it works, but it's pretty cool. So we're going to spread it to the open part, and if I'm coordinated enough, we can get this off here. Okay, easy as pie. I don't know if this will go far enough. And it's not going to. Okay, I'll have to pop the chain. Alright. Clip. These little O-rings will fall off now, so I have to watch for those. Oh, I'm not going to be able to lift it off right there because it's on the sprocket. So we'll wheel it around the bottom here and pop it off. Okay, that's out of the way. Okay, I don't think this sprocket's directional as I remember. So it looks pretty even on both sides, so won't worry too much about that. And look how gunky that is. Nice. Alright, I'm going to clean this up, and then we'll get back to taking the seal out. Okay, a couple ways we can get the seal out. One is to drill right in the middle of it with a real small drill bit, and then take a small drywall screw and screw it in, and then just pull it out with that. But my hope is that I can... The danger of that is, of course, you can scratch the sides with your drill bit and the screw. My hope is I can just grab this bushing and pull it straight out. Yep, there it comes. Okay, good. There's the bushing. Now you can see the side I pulled out is flat here. Here it has a rim and an indentation here, and that's for the O-rings. It's fairly deep. I don't know if it's coming out in the camera or not, but that indentation's pretty deep. And then here's the outside of it, so it's nice and smooth there. And it looks like one of the O-rings tried to come out with it. Here's one right here. And supposedly these O-rings are the same size. They're the same part number in the replacement kit. So people are worried about, I mean, I hear people that don't know GasGas, and they're always saying, I mean, not always saying, but I hear people say that, well, I don't know, because I don't know about parts availability. This bike's 2007, 2017, 2019, so it's 12 years old, and I'm still getting factory parts. I mean, so, I don't know what to say, except that I don't think that's that big of an issue. I kind of thought it would be too, but I haven't had any problems getting parts. And this bike isn't even that new. So I'm going to gently, with this little Harbor Freight pick, try to reach behind here. And I watched another guy in another video. If you search GasGas countershaft seal replacement, I think is what I searched. Another guy in Northern California has done this on his 2013. He actually uses the exact same kit and part numbers. So that was kind of nice to see that they were the same part numbers. They haven't changed much. Now if you're going to do this, you got to be super careful that you don't gouge this side or this side. You got to keep your bit right in the middle, so brace your arms. Okay, so this is the seal puller for automotive use, of course. I think it's going to be too wide, but maybe it won't be. Just be real careful pulling it up here so that I don't try just to make sure I just catch the inside of the seal and I'm not catching the outer bore or the inner bore. Okay, there it comes. Okay, we've got the two O-rings, and as you can see, they're both the same part number. ME25632025. Okay, make sure that's clean. Okay, so there's the new seal. We can grease it or we can oil it. I'm just going to oil it. And you can see, look carefully, the little skirt spring inside there. And it's in place and it's all tucked in like it's supposed to be. Okay. A couple ways to do this. I personally have used the socket method many times to seat seals, and in some sealing surfaces you can drive it too far. There's not a bottom that you drive the seal up against, so you can push it too far. So we're just going to push this up right to where the other one was. This is just a little 3/8 extension. So what this will do is, you can see the width of the extension slides against this part right here, against the shaft, but also this part sticks beyond the metal of the case, so I can't drive the seal too deep. Okay, so we're just going to gently do this on 4 corners. And you can hear it bottom out when it starts to hit the case. That's good. Flush with the case. The chain's not going to catch it there. Okay. So I've lubed this all up well with motor oil, and I'm going to slowly push this in gently as I turn it to hopefully not push the seal and make it fold in anywhere. Okay, so half of me, right now I wish I had put this in first, this sleeve, just to make sure it seats over the O-rings on the inside like it's supposed to. Okay, but I'm going to check around the seal now, make sure that the edge isn't folded, part of it isn't folded in, part isn't folded out. It looks like it's nice and even, so good. Okay, good. So that's where I got it from, GasGasPartsHouse.com. Assembly is the reverse of disassembly. Don't you love that? Okay, so just put the chain back together. Just make sure on these O-ring chains that your O-ring on the back side didn't fall off. You can see it on the front side. There's one in the front and I can feel it in the back there, so I'm just going to hold my finger there while I slide this in, just to reassure myself it's there. It's there. And then the same thing there, I can feel it. And then the clip always goes on facing, and the way I remember this is, if the chain is going this direction, which it will be in drive, the chain will be running this direction. You don't want it to be facing this way, so potentially it could catch on something and it could get popped off. So you always want it facing this direction. I don't know if that's really a valid worry or concern, but that's what I was taught when I was a little kid, and it's just what I've always done. Okay, looking at this, it's good that they sent all these parts, especially on a bike that's this old and this many hours. Just look at the grooving there, and I can feel that with my fingernail. And that's just from the seal, running on the seal. So that could be why it was leaking right there. The seal may still have been in good shape, although it feels kind of hard. It feels like old hard rubber when I took the seal out. So it doesn't feel, you know, soft and compliant like the new rubber. So it's good that these all got replaced. I was just going to order the seal, and it's probably good that I replaced all this stuff because of that. Those grooves right there. Okay, cool. I think the kit was $35 shipped. So not too bad for fixing an oil leak.